Welcome, everyone, to episode 45 of 1 Hour, 1 Decision, 1H1D. I am Chris.
And I am Tom.
And we take 60 minutes and play a random game on Xbox Game Pass and decide, do we want to mulch those weeds?
Or would we rather explore the world?
That's right. And this episode, we're going to be talking about Farming Simulator 19 by Giants, plural, software. This game came out back in November of 2018. I played this on the PC. Tom, of course, you played this on the Xbox. We got that discrepancy again.
Oh, yeah.
PC, 10.29 gigabytes on the PC. What about you, Tom?
Somehow, on the Xbox, they packed in an extra 4 gigs, 14.4 gigabytes. What is it for, Chris?
No. Did you get more DLC?
I don't think so.
Well, let's find out. What kind of game is this?
Simulation.
Whoa, you got it right there. I tried to be a little more cheeky with mine, but I said simulator of the back in the day kind. Back in my day, rather, kind. Because you are working the farm.
Yeah.
Doing your thing. And yeah.
How would you describe the game loop of this simulation game?
Well, I have no idea if my farming vocabulary is correct, and I probably should have made better notes, but I wrote till, sow, reap, clean, and possibly sell, and then repeat.
All right.
What about you, Tom?
I avoided all the farm words because I didn't know which ones were right, and I wrote manage a farm, the game.
Yeah, that's probably better. That's probably better. Very direct answer for that loop. But yeah, what do we like about this game?
Well, I've got to start off by saying, holy cow, do they give you a lot of hats to choose from?
Hats?
Yeah, if you go and customize your character, it's probably 100 like different baseball hats.
Okay.
And I was like, this is comical because, you know.
So did you do the tutorial at all, or you went right into the game?
I did the tutorial, but there was a way to like customize your character, no?
In the tutorial? Oh.
Maybe I didn't do the tutorial. Maybe we'll get there, I guess.
Okay.
I got an option of a guided tour and I selected it.
Okay.
But first I had like options like to customize a character. I don't know what I did or how I did that, but
interesting.
Did you not customize your character?
No, I actually, because at least from the main menu, I remember there's the campaign, and there's multiplayer, I believe, right? There's multiplayer.
Okay.
And then there's the tutorial. And I went to the tutorial because I was like, I don't know how to work a farm. I don't know how to do these controls. Let's start off there. And truth be told, I never got out of the tutorial. My entire hour was in the tutorial. So I could say that, you know what? It was I will say that as a positive. It was a very comprehensive tutorial because it allowed you to go through a lot of things in what you can do in this game. And there are a lot of things to do. A lot of machines. A lot of John Deere. So
I had a different experience, I suppose. And I selected the option for a guided tour of the game. And it brought me into like a preset world where I already had some money and I already had like a farm and I had land and whatever. Okay. And then it kind of started step by step, started kind of walking me through the game. Like, you know, attach this thing to your tractor and then start doing this thing on your field. And I was like, all right, I'm getting the hang of this. I thought it was pretty neat that you could hire NPCs to do the work for you.
Well, I didn't even experience that. I was doing everything myself.
Okay. Well, in my version of the tutorial, it very quickly was like, this is a boring thing. Why don't you have an NPC do it? And then you press some buttons, and then an NPC takes over, and you can exit the vehicle, and the vehicle keeps going and does it.
Wow.
The field gets tilled or sown or
Nice.
reaped. I'm not sure.
One of those.
All three.
It's all three. Eventually, yes, you get to that. Drop manure. Why not? But yes. I also, again, this made me appreciate our real farmers. It really did. This is the work that they do every day to feed our bellies. Thank you so much, farmers. Because there's a lot to do.
There's a lot of steps, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Your game loop has quite a few steps involved in your.
Yeah.
Well,
and yeah. What about you?
No, I was going to say, just like Train Sim, right? Where we learned the work of the conductors is not an easy job.
No. That's true.
This did that for you for farmers, I guess.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, we'll talk about it in our dislikes. But did you have anything else to bring up in what you?
I have some more likes. I
Okay.
do want to point out a couple of things.
Yeah.
I think the world was pretty interesting that it's set in. I did some exploring, and I found a hidden dolphin statue, like
What?
on somebody else's property, and I was like, "All right, okay. I don't know why this is here, but here it is."
I mean, Cletus didn't come out and chase you with a shotgun. Get off my land.
No. This was like, I think it might have been in church property. Like it looked like it might have been a church or something. And generally speaking, to that end, the world felt kind of alive. Like there's a lot going on. There's trains are running. There are cars running on the streets and stuff like that. Like stuff's going on outside in the world.
That's true. I did actually, I did appreciate that. There was just this is subtle, like feeling that there are people in your world in some way, shape, or form. Like, yeah, and there was the crows that would come in every once in a while on your land. And I was like, all right, okay, that's nice.
Also, I suppose my last like is that I enjoyed chasing those crows off my land. I like going, hey, you crows, get off my land. And then they fly away, and then you turn your back, and then they land back behind you again.
I don't think this game had voice activation, but I'm sure it was just you running after them.
Oh yeah, no,
scared them away.
I ran at them, made noise in my own home.
That's fair.
And somehow on the Xbox they heard me.
Well, if you had your Kinect, maybe.
I mean, anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible.
Everything's listening. But it sounds like we've got things that we didn't like, so maybe we should move on to that.
I thought the control. I was playing on mouse and keyboard for this one.
Okay.
So I thought the controls were very awkward to use.
Okay.
And there was a lot of them. Like, to attach the equipment, to raise it, lower it, and then like each equipment had its own separate thing to do. Oh, you had to open your weeder or something like that. It's like, and the game was like yelling at you. It's like, you got to open it before you try to use it. I'm like, okay, geez, relax. Like, I don't know what you mean. I'm not a farmer. I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to learn the ways. And yeah, that was one thing. And of course, Tom, this game had first person.
Yeah.
Didn't see my feet. In fact, I didn't see my body at all.
What?
Like if you were in the first person camera view and you look down, there's nothing. You are
a disembodied head.
Just a disembodied head. Just a floating camera on these for as detailed as the world is, it was kind of disappointing that it wouldn't show you your body. But like in third person, you would see the guy kind of like, moving his arms to steer the wheel and all that stuff, but not in first person. Not in first person. That's okay. What about you, Tom? What are the things that you didn't like?
Okay, so I'm going to jump around my list a little bit because to touch on something that you mentioned there, there's a lot of buildings and things that you can't enter. There are a lot of like invisible walls that just prevent you from doing things. And it shatters my immersion, right? Like it's like, oh, the world is so cool and things are going on. And then it's like I walked up to a building and I can't open the door. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, all right. Yeah, it's a video game. Or like I walk up to a ledge and there's a cool lake. And I'm like, I'm going to jump off this ledge and jump to the lake. And you can't.
No.
So like everything is a facade. It's like everything is like a movie set.
Yeah.
You know? It's like being at Hollywood Studios or something. Being on the
Push
Back to the
that,
Future lot.
Right, right. You push the background down, and all it is, it's just a lot, just a movie lot back there. That's too bad. What else?
I've got a
You
couple
said
of
you
other
couldn't steal
things.
cars. You
No,
couldn't
you
steal
can't.
cars. This is not Grand Theft Auto, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I put that in my notes that I can't play Grand Theft Auto in Farming Simulator 19, and I don't like it. I think I should be able to play Grand Theft Auto in my
I don't
Farming
know
Simulator
how
19.
much of Farming Simulator has to do with stealing cars, unless you're one of those good old boys like what was it, Starsky and no, not Starsky and Hutch. What was the other ones? Dukes of Hazzard. One of those boys. I don't think it works out for you.
Well,
What are you talking about? The cement factory?
where the hell is it? Does somebody know? Anybody out there on the internet know where the hell the cement factory is?
What do you
I had a
mean?
mission that
Okay.
was for me to go and collect the cement from the cement factory and then deliver it to this other place, the ranch. And I could see on the map where the ranch was, but I could not find in the legend anywhere where the cement factory was. So I did a bit of driving around trying to find it, and I couldn't
On
find
your
it.
tractor?
On my tractor, yeah.
Oh my god!
On my tractor, and I attached, a back like platform piece so that I guess some kind of flat trailer, so that I
Yep.
could then load cement onto the back of it. If I needed it. When I got to the cement factory, could not find the cement factory.
That's too bad.
Yeah, in fact, there were a lot of like optional missions there, and I figured out half, but not all of them. So it's like, oh, that's where that is, but I don't know where that is. And so it made it very difficult to do any of those side missions.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this game overall was just hard. It's just a tough game. Like when you see, like when you in my tutorials, where you're trying to like till the land and all that stuff, and it's like they gave me a plot of land to do, and I'm like, oh, okay, I just gotta like, I did my nice straight line. I tried to turn around and go back around, and it was like, nope. That second line was not straight at all. It was just like zigzags, and it was pretty bad, pretty terrible. So I got a little frustrated with that, but
that's why you got to hire those NPCs to do it for you.
Yes, good. Yeah. There was just so many things to remember too. I don't. How do they do it? How do they do it? Maybe that's why they like maybe these farmers specify I only like raise chickens or, um, you know, make corn or whatever it is, or grow corn. But yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. Does this game? I didn't even see it. Like, can you like manage animals?
Yeah,
you can. Because I swear I saw pigs somewhere.
Yeah, you can. But you can buy chickens and pigs, maybe cows, and then like if you've got too many, you can sell them to the animal guy.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's dark.
I don't think you slaughter them yourself. I think you just
that's a different game. That's a different game.
Load some pigs on the back of your tractor and bring them over to the guy, and he takes care of it.
Yeah. The guy from No Country for Old Men. Got the little piston thing. Take them out like that. Anything else that you want to bring up on this game?
Well,
that
I'm curious. I think had I done a proper tutorial like you had, I probably would have had a better time with it. My tutorial just kind of ended abruptly and left me like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. And so that's when I started looking for these other missions and looking, wandering around the world and looking for cement factories and just generally exploring.
So you have a task list, or how does it work in the real game? You just kind of drop you in there.
It dropped me in there. It gave me like waypoints to go to. When I would get to a waypoint, it would like engage like a mission or something, like do this now, and then
Yeah.
like kind of walk you through it.
Hmm.
And then like I did a few of those, and then it just stopped giving me instructions, and I didn't know, like, was it over? What, did I do something wrong? Like
Yeah.
there was no way to get back. I was off the rails, and I didn't know how to get back on the rails.
Got it.
And so, well, as a consequence, I think we can start heading down to our decisions.
I do want to point out, I believe there is Xbox Cloud saves with this game.
Okay.
Let me confirm that. Double check. Yep, Xbox. Nope, I'm wrong. There is Xbox Live. Like I can do co-op. You can't do cloud saves. I apologize. Um, though I guess it's only for PC because I have like the Windows 10 edition,
Mm-hmm.
and you're playing obviously on the Xbox. So maybe
Sure.
there's no crossplay. Maybe
Oh,
not.
okay.
So sorry, we can't get on my John Deere and your John Deere and you know make sweet corn or something.
Together.
I don't know together. Um, yeah. So let's talk about this. Are we keeping this game, Tom, or are we
So
letting it go?
I want to preface and
Okay.
say that expectations dictate one's reality, right?
Mhm.
And this is not an activity that I had any interest in simulating. Uh, Frankly, I think that actual farming might be more fun um, than playing a computer simulation of it.
Right.
And to that end, I have already uninstalled it, and I'm pretty sure my Xbox would thank me for uninstalling it if my Xbox could thank me for that.
You know what's funny though? This is not the first game. There are several before and several after.
There's a market. There's a
There's a
market for
market,
this.
and it is highly rated.
Really? It
So
it probably simulates farming real good.
I yeah, people love it. I don't know who loves, but you know what? I I've got to say, I didn't even finish the tutorial and I felt exhausted. All right. I play games to have fun, not work. So I have to pass on this one. And you know what? For those people that enjoy this, let us know. What is it that you guys enjoy about this game?
Yeah, I would be very curious to hear who are the proponents of this game. Like,
Who
what do
loves
you?
these style of games? What brings enjoyment to you
Yeah,
playing these games?
huh,
Because it's work. It's work.
yeah,
I don't want to play games to work. I want to play games to have fun.
yeah.
So anyway, you can let us know as always on our many forms of social media. Well, really Twitter at TC1H1D, and you can shoot us an email at TC1H1D at outlook.com, or you can send us a comment down below on the
Oh,
YouTube.
jeez.
And, tell us why you love these games, why you love building and creating crops and whatever junk.
Or if you
Um,
hate them
or
and
hate
you
them.
agree with us, you could do
Yeah.
that too. You could put that down in the bottom. Like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
tried this game and I hated it too.
Yeah. So, that's all we got for this game. And as always, we are on all other podcasting platforms that you guys can consume, as well as obviously on YouTube and Good Pods. And of course, we're on the QTB network. So you can hit us up over there on their website, qtbnetwork.com. And we are also part of the lovely Midweek Mix Up Collective. So those guys over there with Wandering Dutch and his Xbox community, they're they're going to be they're helping us out, and we appreciate them spreading the word of 1 hour one decision. So it's been good, and these guys have been good. So
One
yeah,
final piece of business, Chris.
we do have that one final piece. We got to find out what we are playing next. So surprise me button.
This is always the
Tell
scary
us.
part.
tell us what we're going to play next. Here we go. Okay. I don't know how to say this, so I apologize for all the fans of this game. Nier Automata, Become as Gods Edition.
Good news is it is available on the Xbox One. I happen to know this already because I
Okay.
have several friends who have played this and hold it in high regard.
Oh, here we go.
But
There we
I am
are.
not one of them. I haven't played
This
it.
is
I
one.
don't know.
This is one where all the expectations are going to bring it down for you.
It's quite
And
possible.
this is again, like, I had to make sure I say it is Become as God's edition, because from what I understand, there are several versions of this game.
Hmm. Okay.
So, that's the one we're playing, and we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see what is the hype about this game.
Yeah. I'm
And we'll
curious.
correct you. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening and watching, and we will talk to you on the next one.
Thank you, everyone.